Good morning, church. Happy Tuesday. Today is September 26th, 2023. And since it is Tuesday, you know what that means, right? It means we're moving forward in our Worship the King devotion. And the devotion title today is called With All Your Strength. And it's coming from Psalm 18, verses 32 through 36. And so I'm going to read that now. Psalm 18, 32 through 36, which says, "It is God who arms me with strength and keeps my way secure. He makes my feet like the feet of a deer. He causes me to stand on the heights. He trains my hands for battle. My arms can bend a bow of bronze. You make your saving help my shield, and your right hand sustains me. Your help has made me great. You provide a broad path for my feet so that my ankles do not give way." That was Psalm 18, 32 through 36. And the key verse today is Psalm 18, verse 32, which says, "It is God who arms me with strength." It is God who arms me with strength. So again, the title is With All Your Strength. Let's get right into this. In the Bible, strength is very physical. It was the object of psalms and songs whenever Israel defeated its enemies. It was the genius of Joshua, the blessing of Samson, and the provision of David. It secured Israel's borders and overcame its obstacles, and it always came from God. In the Bible, strength is also often internal. It was the intestinal fortitude of those who engaged enormous Philistines or corrupt kings. It was seen in the zeal of Elijah, the boldness of Daniel, and the perseverance of Jeremiah. It was a sure sign of confidence in the power and glory of God, and it was the intended result of the Bible's frequent command to not be afraid. It was the courage that grows from knowing the Almighty One. It too always came from God. When God tells his people to love him with all their strength, he means that we are to love him physically and with courage. Every ounce of energy we have is to be directed in one way or another towards him, towards his kingdom, and towards his ways. Just as a half-hearted love towards a spouse or a child is hardly love in the first place, so is half-hearted love towards God, a shadow of reality. To sort of love God, to love him just a little bit, is not to love him very much at all. Devotion doesn't come in portions. It is either there or it isn't, and God urges us to make sure that it is there. Assess your love for God. If you're honest, you'll come to the conclusion that many saints of old were forced to admit our love is usually lukewarm. Martin Luther became so frustrated with the holiness of God, vis-a-vis his own unholiness, that he confessed, "Love God, sometimes I hate him." Many Christians, though not nearly so blunt, we would never say that, but we have felt the same way. It takes an eye-opening experience with the grace of God to begin to love him truly. If your love for God is cold or distant, remedy the situation today. No, of course you can't manufacture love, but you can ask for the zeal of the Holy Spirit to kindle it in you, within you. You can ask for the kind of love that consumes your whole being and is as deep as God desires, with all your strength. And the quote today comes from Augustine, which says, "When God is your strength, it is strength indeed. When our strength is our own, it is only weakness." Think about that today. Assess your love for God and be honest. And because when God is our strength, it is strength indeed. But when our strength is our own, it is only weakness. You guys have a good rest of your day and a good rest of your week. You guys keep praying for me, and I'll keep praying for you. God bless.